Well, hello everybody. The DUI Guy is back once again, and he's got Beatty here with him. She's right down, laying on my lap right now, as you all can see, and I got her in the stream with us. Yeah. Today we're gonna chill. We're gonna hang back. We're gonna talk about our latest couple of jury trials and a couple of new features that I have on our channel. So, hello to everybody. Hello, Richard. Hello, Flowtog. Welcome back to the channel, folks. Love you guys. Are you all having a great Saturday? I hope you are. I actually just got done streaming with Mike, with Law Talk from Mike. We've been on each other's streams periodically. And I was supposed to have Chris with me today, but unfortunately he's still traveling. So he's going to be joining me tomorrow if everything goes according to plan. If not, maybe a little bit later in the week. Oh my goodness, we got a full house already. Jared, Ace, Jen, Christy, Ross, Dictator Dan, Kevin, what's up, buddy? Alexander, you guys, everybody is in the house. I'm hoping Kim is one of my moderators. She hasn't been on in a long time, and she sent me a message the other day, and I was like, Kim, you need to join. You need to join. I haven't seen you in so long. Yeah, we got the lap cam going on. Beatty is taking a little nap here. She's so adorable. She's so sweet. She's taking a little nap. She's a Chihuahua. You know, Chihuahuas, they pretty much sleep like all day. Hey, Jay Ballard. Oh, you're from Pike County. That's awesome, man. Welcome. What's up, Zappy? Michael, Beyond Awesome, Jared. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I added a new membership. Okay, so let's start off with that now that we got some people in the house. For those of you who are not a member yet, good news. Like, remember Futurama? Good news, everyone. The professor, yeah. So good news, everyone. We have a new membership tier. It is just 99 cents a month. Well, wait, I thought it was. Did it not save? Hold on a second. It didn't save, did it? Oh, that is bogus. Oh, that is bogus. Okay, hold on. That's annoying. I'm so sorry. Let me do this real quick. So, I didn't realize I had to hit save, I guess, or something. I did something wrong. I apologize. Here we go. Done. Next. No? What's the problem? It won't let me do it. Hey, True That. What's up? Why is this in recommended me? Shorenzo? I don't know, because you're a cool dude, bro. What's the problem? What is the problem? Access to special. Suggest a perk. Oh, it's got like, okay, I see. So you got to do member only polls. Okay, let's just do something like that. Special member only memes. Suggest a custom perk. Okay. And photos and status updates for this one. And no, that doesn't work. We have to do it here. Let's call it like early access. There we go. And then photos and status updates. Where are you? Custom perk. Here we go. Next. I am unable to change prices, introduce new price. So let's see. So all of that plus this plus sneak peek, automatically publish my offer once it's approved. Okay, so it may be not ready yet. Usually within 24 hours. So that perk is going to be available as soon as they patch it up. And then we're going to have a membership that is just 99 cents a month, you guys. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. Just for those of you who've been asking, I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, and I apologize. So now we have 3 price levels. I renamed the Law Novice into Law Pro. That's the change number 1. And then change number 2 is the DUI Guy Junior, which is a brand new perk. So now there are 3 tiers, right? There are 3 tiers. Tier 1 is DUI Guy Junior, and that's 99 cents a month. And you get badges, you get access to emojis, you get all that cool stuff. Then the second tier is Law Pro, formerly known as Law Novice. Law Pro is $4.99 a month, and you get the perks from the previous levels plus access to special member-only memes. And then Honorary Lawyer, that's tier 3, and that's the one that's $24.99 a month, and you also get personal updates about my personal life. Is one of my neighbors making a phone call, or is my phone making a phone call? I think it's my neighbor. I swear, I heard a phone ring or a phone dialing. Hey, Paul from New Hampshire. Hey, Leo, Bob. What's my opinion on people who go pro se? That's a great question, Beyond Awesome. Terrible idea. Don't do it. Terrible, terrible, terrible. About 1% of you will be successful. The other 99 will lose. Don't do it. It's not a good show. Hey, Zybe Zane. Hey, Flotog showing off the emojis. Thank you for that, Flotog. So what's going on, you guys? We're just here to do a little chitter chatter. Nothing. No, don't want to do that. There we go. Oh my God, you got the badge that you got is now golden. You've been with us for over a year, Flotog. Same with Kevin. That's awesome. I didn't even realize how long it has been. Thank you, guys. Can't wait to hear more about the judge recusal. We can talk about that. I'm more than happy. Ask away. This is our time to chat. I'll launch into the whole jury trial victories. We actually had two recent ones. Some of you who have been with me a couple weeks ago know what I'm talking about. I would be interested in your remote trial experience with Zoom or Skype. I have 0. I haven't had a single Zoom hearing or Zoom trial. Some of my associates did some Zoom hearings. I didn't get a chance to partake. Kevin says, I'm excited about your new office. Thank you, man. We'll be getting a tour when I move in. Sure, I could probably do that. That's no problem. I would love that. I think that's actually a really good idea. Once I get it all polished up and everything. Hello, Christopher Matthias. Would love to have you as my lawyer, but the thing is, I never drink. Well, we do more than just DUIs. Did you ever think about criminal law before DUI law? I mean, they're kind of intertwined. You know, you do both kind of thing. You don't just pick one. What is the most common reason for a judge to be recused? Personal bias. Maybe a personal vested interest in the case if it's like a civil case, but usually just bias towards one of the parties. Why was I so okay, we can talk about the recusal hearing. So basically what ended up happening was It was a DUI case, actually, that we took to trial Thursday, Friday of this past week. That's why I posted it. I posted it because it just went to trial. We won, woohoo! And I told myself that I will reserve posting that video because I thought it proper to wait until the case is over to post a video like this of, it's an issue that we had in the case. So I think it was right to wait until the case was over. And now that the case is over, the video is public. That's it. Simple as that. So initially, in February of 2020, this was a couple of months after I had to let one of our associates go, and we were a little bit behind on things. And I guess she did not like the fact that we were still picking up the pieces of the fired associate. And there was a time when one of my associates went to court and said, this case, we need to set this case for trial. And she basically said, "Where's Mr. Forman?" I'm going from memory here. Like, we have all of this on paper somewhere, but there's no need to get into the specifics, really. It's a dead and gone issue. Okay. It's a dead and gone issue. I've buried the hatchet. It's over. I'm not gonna resurrect dead zombies here. There's no need for that. But to make a long story short, she basically was asking, why am I not in court personally? When there is a specific rule, I think in Kentucky Revised Statute, it's like 15 or something, I can't remember exactly, that says associates can appear on behalf of attorneys in a firm. So it's my case, Larry Forman, I'm the name on the door and all that stuff. Associates can appear on behalf of the senior partners or whatever of the firm. Well, my associates appeared, and she's like, "No, I want Mr. Forman here in the flesh." And they were like, "Why?" And she couldn't give a sufficient reason. So we couldn't understand it. And we started to see that the way that she was talking towards me, it seemed like she had personal bias towards me personally. So we filed a motion to recuse, just to ask her politely to step off the case. She said no, which was expected. And then we went to the Kentucky Supreme Court, which is the next step. If a judge refuses to remove herself from a case, we can escalate it to the Kentucky Supreme Court Justice. And in this case, it was Chief Justice Minton, who still sits on the Kentucky Supreme Court to this day. Well, here's the case law on it. The case law says that once a request is made by an attorney to remove a judge from a case, the court is stripped of jurisdiction. The court does not have jurisdiction to proceed on the case and to move forward on it until a decision is rendered. Does the judge regain jurisdiction, or does the judge need to be replaced? So you've heard this word. This is called staying proceedings. The proceedings were stayed, like stay, nothing is moving. Well, I don't know what the judge was trying to pull to this day. I have a suspicion, but I can't prove it. I don't know. But she wanted my client there at 1 o'clock on a certain day. This was the February 28th, 2020, 2 weeks before the pandemic. And I said, basically, why do you want him here? And, the response I got back basically was, it doesn't matter. You saw the video. Where's your client? You said your client would be here. And what I meant was, sure, my client will be here for purposes of trial. I'm not going to entertain anything by the court or the prosecution while the court does not have jurisdiction. The difference was, very simply put, is I was following the law, the black and white letter of the law. And the court was just trying to do something different. That's it. That's why the court had no room. And that's why she continued the case, because legally speaking, the court had nothing to proceed forward on. I mean, maybe it was a scare tactic. Maybe she was hoping that I would just cave in eventually and just bring my client in for, I don't know what, questioning, what, I don't know. The prosecutor had some motions, and the judge was just entertaining those. And if you noticed in both videos, the prosecutor barely said 2 words. because this was basically essentially just me and the judge. Um, and sometimes it happens. It's a normal procedure. There's nothing really out of the ordinary. But people I see are asking, why were emotions so high? Well, that's because I was going directly against a judge who I felt, for wrong or right, I felt was acting unreasonable. And when you're in a position as an attorney going up against someone who has all the power in the courtroom and you're questioning what they're doing, it will make your your blood pressure rise, and it will make your veins pump a lot more blood. And adrenaline is pumping. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. There's nothing unusual about that whole hearing at the end of the day. Maybe I could have maintained my composure a little bit better, but it was just difficult to get a word in because I was constantly interrupted, and the judge was basically trying to get my client in the courtroom with no legal basis to do so, and I refused to do it. I'm a criminal defense attorney. I'm a defender of the Constitution. I am the last resort that stands between chaos and order. You do understand what that means? I'm the gatekeeper. I hold the key as a human being inside that courtroom with my fancy schmancy law license. That's who I am. I hold the key to the gate that separates justice from injustice, chaos from order. The judge has her own function, but at the end of the day, if I don't do my job, people suffer. And I felt that it was my right and my client's right, since the court is stripped of jurisdiction. The judge simply had to step aside and wait. I really didn't ask for much. All the judge had to say is, okay, we'll just wait from the decision and then we'll resume proceedings. That's it. That's all I wanted to hear. But then, after the weekend on Monday, when we came back to the courtroom, that's when I got really emotional. And I couldn't even, formulate a sentence properly. I didn't even finish my sentence when I was arguing. I said, you can't hold our witnesses hostage and rolling this case on a day-to-day. These people, that they have jobs, they have responsibilities. You can't just say, I'm rolling it to tomorrow and then the next day and then the next day. And that's why I was so upset. But listen, bygones be bygones. What's done is done. I'm happy the way the case turned out. The case was supposed to go to trial just a few days after. Just a few days after. It was set for like March 16th or 18th or something like that, 2020. And then, March 13th of 2020 is when COVID hit and everything shut down. So we had to roll it again. And right before that, I got sick. May have been COVID. I don't think it was. I tested positive for like the flu, but this is before we had COVID tests, because it was like March 7th, 8th, or 9th or something like that, right when the case was scheduled for trial. And I had proof. I even showed proof to the court that I had a doctor's note that I was sick and everything at the time. And the case ended up getting rolled to like April, because we didn't know how long the pandemic was going to last. And then finally, we had our jury trial Thursday and Friday. BD's is doing some activity down here. She's getting a little perked up. She might be waking up. I don't know. This is her nap time. This is her nap time right here, and she's trying to get comfy. BD, what are you doing? BD. So yeah, I mean, I got pretty emotional. I think she's going this way. Okay, I'm gonna let her do her thing, and then we're gonna resume. Oh, look at that! There's 2 DUI guys. I just cloned myself. Isn't that amazing? But yeah, so it was a good trial. It was a good trial. We had a very good prosecutor, who's a very worthy adversary, and here we go. I wonder if I can like set the phone down somehow to where she's. Oh, look at that! This is the perfect angle. This is like the perfect angle right here. There we go. All right, so my lap is waking up. That's right. So the name of the video is there's a couple of them. It's the two latest videos on my channel. Judge tries to hold court without jurisdiction, and lawyer versus judge. Lawyer asks the judge to recuse herself, or something like that. Those are the two latest videos. So yeah, we won at jury trial. It was a very difficult case. Video will follow. It was a very difficult case. Our client was driving down the road, nearly had a head-on collision because the vehicle had headlights facing directly at him as they were coming up on a hill, and he nearly collided, avoided collision with the vehicle, and veered off the road and hit a house. Um, and later at the station blew a .099, which is over the legal limit. But the argument was, and this is what all the facts show, because he looked dead sober on camera, is that he just recently drank and he was rising. His BAC was rising as he just recently consumed. Well, at the time of the stop, he was below .08, and then at the station, he was .099. So the prosecution ended up losing that one, and I still maintain it was a very, very difficult case to win. I'm very pleased with the result. I think it was the right result, but I think the prosecutor went into that case thinking it's going to be a very easy win. And I don't blame him, because when you have a number and you have a wreck, which he in his closing called it a crash, I don't disagree. It was a crash, but the jury didn't buy it, that was enough. I explained to them in both jury selection and opening, and I think even closing. I think I repeated this 3 times. He's not on trial here for causing an accident. Causing an accident is not a crime. Sober people cause accidents all the time. And actually, his mental acuity to avoid the accident with the vehicle right before and then running into the house, which he just, he was off the road at that point and he was in shock. That's why he couldn't control the vehicle as much, because his testimony was he doesn't remember that moment when, if any of you, like myself, I've been in accidents before. I've been in accidents where it's been my fault, and I've been in accidents where it wasn't my fault. So I know that feeling of, and then what happened? I don't remember. Dead sober, you don't remember because your brain just something clicks, and you. So I completely understood, but the prosecutor tried to make a big deal out of it, and it ended up not going his way. But it all worked out. It all worked out. Client was ecstatic, obviously, that he got justice. Justice was served, and he went home to his kid, who's now 15 months, because this case was like 3.5 years old. The accident happened in June of 2019. And if you remember, like I said, it was due to go to trial March of 2020, February, March of 2020. And that was only like 8-9 months clean after the accident. But because of COVID, we had to add 2 years to the mix. And we finally tried it on Thursday, Friday. No, you couldn't have seen the video yet. News Now Lake Havasu. I haven't posted that cross-examination yet because we haven't received it. I only posted the pre-litigation videos of the arguments that were made by me in front of the judge, just deciding the recusal stuff. She ended up actually not presiding on the case anyway. Turns out we talked to the clerk. Turns out that she was very busy with probate court. I know she does a lot of probate court right now, and I've seen her in the criminal courtroom just the other day. So she's doing well. We don't have anything against her under any circumstances whatsoever. What's done is done. What happened happened, and that's it. You bygones are bygones. You move on with your life. I don't hold any grudges. I hope she doesn't either. It's just one of those things that you have to deal with. And that was that. And I'm sure we're going to be in her courtroom again. I'm not. I'm expecting everything to be completely fine. It was just one of those things where we butted heads, and that's okay. that's part of practicing law. So uh, yeah, it was a very good trial. I'm very lucky to have a good team, and I'm very lucky to have a good head on my shoulders. The last two jury trials, we tried a case in Hardin County just 2 weeks ago. Hardin County is Elizabethtown. Some of you may know there's a famous movie, Hollywood movie made a few years ago called Elizabethtown. It's actually about Elizabethtown, Kentucky, which is in Hardin County where I tried the case. And we went up against the most veteran prosecutor in that county, Philip Moore, and he's in that video and the closing arguments portion and the direct examination of the cop. Both videos are on YouTube on my channel, so those are posted. You can go check those out. Um, the prosecutor there is the most veteran prosecutor in Hardin County. So I was very lucky to win against him, and now we won against Jim Higgins, who's the most veteran prosecutor, other than maybe Paul Richwalski. I'm not really sure which one of them is more senior than the other, but Paul Richwalski is the head of the department, and he does try cases on occasion. I have heard that he very recently tried a case. When I say very recently, it may have been a few months now, but to us, recency maybe 6 months may be recent in legal terms, in the legal world. But anyway, Jim Higgins, who was the prosecutor, tried the case, and he's the veteran prosecutor in Jefferson County. And when it comes to DUI cases, we have two new incoming prosecutors, so it's really nice. I got two victories back to back on two very veteran heavy hitter prosecutors in two different counties. So our reputation is definitely up there right now, and it's gonna spread like wildfire, especially with us moving into that building. I'm excited for things to come, but the key now is you can't relax. This is one of these things where you have to keep going. You have to keep going. You can't put your guard down. You can't be like, "Yay, we won," and then let's move on. No, 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 no. This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. You have to keep going. You have to continue to show strength, and that is the only way to move forward. And that's how we're going to continue moving forward. So I'm very excited about that. Like I said, we are moving in. I bought a building downtown, so we're going to be moving into that building on not this Monday, but next Monday. And so we're going to be we're done being remote. It's been exhausting being remote. I'm happy to be back on in person. So that was amazing. I'm very, very excited. But yeah, this is basically where we're at. So super stoked. And yeah, hopefully those channel features will be up very shortly. I don't know how long it takes to review. It says up to 24 hours. It still says they're in review, but there is going to be a new membership tier. It's called DUI Guy Junior, and it's only 99 cents. So, all right. Any questions, you guys? I'm happy to entertain some Q&A. Why don't we just do some audience Q&A here for a little bit? How far is the new office from the courthouse? It's like 5 minutes, less than. It's like 1.6 miles. Very, very close to the courthouse. How do you choose between being a prosecutor or a defense attorney? I mean, it depends what side you want to be on. Do you want to put people in jail, or do you want to help get them out of jail for crimes they didn't commit? Apprehension of bias, judge recused. Although rare, have you ever experienced this? I'm not really sure if I have or not. I'm guessing that's when the judge admits that I may be biased, and they just take themselves off the case. How do I get court videos? Go to the clerk. I don't need to FOIA. I think you can just go to the clerk and get a copy. Am I going to be hosting rave parties in the building, Thomas? Heck yeah. In the new building. Why not? What software do I use for legal research? We just used the basic, the one that comes with our law degree, Nate. I think they merged with Fastcase. We had like a very bad one, but now they merged with Fastcase, so they're better. Almost a decade. True that. Almost a decade. Have I ever been held in contempt? I don't think I have. I've come close. I think I've come close. Maybe once. Maybe never. Maybe I'm making it up. I remember I had a prosecutor who was like, I'm gonna if Mr. Foreman does this again, I'm gonna ask Your Honor to hold him in contempt or something like that. And then I guess I did do it again or did something he didn't like. And I think he asked the court to hold me in contempt, but the judge didn't even listen to him, and that motion was never addressed. It was in the middle of trial. So emotions were high on both sides. What is the next reaction video, do you think? I was hoping to hear your opinion on that Inside Edition video. Oh, yes. Yes, I do have that. I was going to do it with Chris. I don't want to, I mean, I can do some reaction videos, but I'd much rather do them with Chris because it's more fun to do it when you're not just by yourself. I want to do it with my police officer buddy. 0.069 blood draw taken less than 2 hours after arrest. That's a trial, Ross. That is a trial. Unless you're under 21 at the time, which is you're above your per se, usually, unless it's a zero tolerance state or a 0.02 state, depending, you're still over, or if it's a commercial driver's license case. What do I think about treason? It's a bad thing. Don't commit treason. Bad terrorist. How can a case be extended that far out? Are you talking about why the case took like 3 years, Seymour? I mean, COVID. That's it. COVID. What activities do I enjoy while not kicking ass in the courtroom? I play chess. I watch Netflix. I run. That's about it. Rock climb. If given the opportunity, would I ever work on the Innocence Project? I think they do amazing work. I think they do amazing work, what they're doing. The only problem is, for me, it just doesn't make sense because I'm building my own thing, and the amount of time needed to devote to those people. I mean, they're true believers. They're true believers, and I love the work that they do, and I admire the work that they do. But I don't think I would. I'm not cut out for that kind of work. I'm more. I'm so deeply entrenched in the private sector that I enjoy it too much to abandon that and to go into, because essentially what they're the public sector for the most part. When did I decide to become a lawyer? Oh, I was like, I don't know, 19 or 20. I was in college. That's when I thought about becoming. When did I actually decide? When I sat for the law school admission test, the LSAT. Thank you, Mark Miller. Never do sobriety tests. Exactly, Travis. Where did you originally see or learn the wedding the officer to the citation technique? So, I always freely admit this. People are like, man, you're so good. How did you learn how to do this and that? Listen, most of the stuff that I do, I learned from somebody else. We attorneys, we are the worst plagiarists in the history of plagiarism. Because it's okay. We're not in school. Everybody plagiarizes from everybody. It's literally a cultural norm. You will ask like, hey, does anybody have a copy of like a motion like such and so and with such and such? Because I want to plagiarize it and add my own facts to it. That's normal. That's expected. That's part of the job. You're not in school. You're not getting graded. And school is bad. Don't do it in school because you will get in trouble and you will get canned and you will not get a degree. That's the worst place to do it. But in life, everybody plagiarizes everybody. And one of the things that I learned is marrying the officer to the citation, because otherwise they're going to testify and you have no way to lock them into any testimony, because they'll be like, yeah, I heard slurred speech, but it's not on your citation. Yeah, I forgot to write it down. If you don't marry them to the citation, then you lose on that. You got to make sure that like they have to admit, yeah, my citation was complete at the time. I didn't omit anything. I included everything I needed to include. Oh, so you didn't hear slurred speech? Yes, I did. Where's that in your citation? You deprive them of that ability to do that. So it's just one simple way of making sure that the officer doesn't get a chance to start making stuff up right on the stand, because they're going to anyway. You know they're going to anyway. You're just depriving them of just at least one other opportunity to do so. Let's see. Police commit more crimes against people than people commit on them. I don't know. I can't answer that. I'm not qualified. DUI guys, 2 rules. Yes. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, never blow. Yep. And never do field sobriety. Yep. Yep. Okay. Sorry, I didn't see that. Do I get drug driving cases often? Every so often. Absolutely. What is the weirdest drug you've had a client be accused of driving under the influence of? I can't remember if he just had it in his possession or he was charged with it, but I think mushrooms. Mushrooms. But I don't think he was under the influence of mushrooms. I think he just had mushrooms with him. And when they searched the vehicle or his backpack or something, they found psychedelics, mushrooms. But I don't remember if he was, because psychedelics don't really show up on a blood panel, because it's not like one of those things you normally test for. You know, they test for oxycodone, cocaine, heroin, other opiates, alcohol, marijuana. Those they regularly check for. But like psychedelics, I don't even know if they would show up on a urine test, to be completely honest with you. But I have represented people under the influence of heroin while driving. Those are the scariest, because heroin is just such a massive depressant and such a powerful drug. Why do my courtroom vids look like they were recorded in the 1980s? Yeah, all complaints should be addressed to the clerk. If you're complaining to Jefferson, go to 600, send your complaints to 600 West Jefferson Street, Louisville, Kentucky, 40202. That's the Hall of Justice address here in town, or whatever local courthouse it's been recorded at. Don't complain to me, folks. I'm sorry. I don't make the tape. I just ask for it. Have you ever been so lonely that you felt the need to be held in contempt? Man, I'm so lonely. I want to chat with the jail folks. God, I have to really hate myself, I think, in order to really stoop that low, Thomas. Yeah, I think I would be like, because you're sitting there with all these inmates. Like, once they find out I'm a lawyer, I'm done. I'm getting 0 sleep. Hey, so listen, so I got this case, right? And you can't go anywhere. You can't leave. You're stuck in a cell with them. You're just like, oh my God, please stop talking. I can't. No, I'm done. Please, no more legal advice. Because I give new meaning. It gives new meaning to the whole jailhouse lawyer, right? There's actually a lawyer in the jailhouse, you guys. Get over here. Sometimes it seems you lead the officer just enough to let the jury make the conclusion. Of course. Yeah. I mean, you never ask the final question because you risk them making an excuse about it. Is that a strategy not to spoon feed the jury, or just an insane assumption? No. It's not an insane assumption. It's just a different, and it's not a universal methodology. It's just the methodology I chose to follow, because, if you ask that $1 million question, there's a chance. So like, for example, here's a perfect example. So you saw the individual walking. Yes, I did. And they didn't fall. No. They didn't trip. No. They didn't sway. No. They didn't this. No. They didn't that. No. So they looked sober. Yeah. No. That's the $1 million question, right? That's the one you don't want to ask. So they looked sober. Yeah. Well, no. All of those are potential indicators of sobriety. I saw them do this, 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 and this, which led me to believe they're not sober. Your entire line of questioning was just obliterated in one sentence by a smart cop. You don't want to do that. You want to avoid that. So you stop it right there, right before the $1 million question, and you move on. And you leave the jury with the the impression, and then in closing, when the cop is no longer there and he can no longer provide his own answer, and it's you fill in the conclusion in closing. That's how proper lawyer work is done. How do I handle a lying cop on the witness stand? I mean, just try and destroy him as much as possible. Bottom line. You're not stopping the court videos. Why would I, Monique? There's no reason for that. Did I give that impression that I'm not doing court videos anymore? I'm sorry if I did. Please clarify as to why you think that. But no, absolutely not. I have no intention on stopping doing court videos. This is literally, we just had a brand new one that, and I have a couple more in the pipeline. So just be patient, please. Sometimes you have to wait for a case to be over. Like sometimes I have stuff that I have and I can't post because the case, like you saw these last two videos, they were in the pipeline for 2 years, almost to the day, longer than 2 years, because the case was still pending. I think it's unethical sometimes to post videos. Sometimes it is, sometimes it doesn't matter. In this case, I think it was unethical for me if I had posted the videos sooner. That's just my own personal opinion. And I think I'm right on that. Do cops get arrested for lying on reports? Okay, cue audience laughter. Do you ever wish you wear powdered? No, I don't. I don't. Do we need law libraries? Yes. When you run, do I ever chase ambulances? Every day. Absolutely. This is like, when do you not chase ambulances? I'm a lawyer, for God's sake. Get with the program, Thomas. Is any Kentucky judge not corrupt? Okay, that's a loaded question. Come on now. Oops, sorry, wrong one. In California, should you deny? I can't answer that question, Alex Rodriguez. I don't have a license to practice law in California. Next question. How important are dissenting Supreme Court of the United States decisions? Can they be used in court? They're persuasive, but they're not law, obviously. There are some laws or some cases, excuse me, where the dissenting opinion has become more popular than the case itself. Obviously, case in point are like the eugenics decisions and the Japanese internment camp decisions that were during the 20s, 30s, and 40s. Those dissenting opinions became essentially the law, and were later the opinions were overruled. I mean, that's the classic examples. But for the most part, the dissents are, they're good to know. They're good to know that, which judges, especially if you practice, which I don't, but if you practice in the Supreme Court of the United States on a regular basis, then, it might be prudent for you to know which judges are leaning where. Sorry, I didn't realize that BD was no longer on screen. I'm sorry about that. Let me fix my shirt so that you all can enjoy the view that I get to enjoy. Prosecutors want life, defense want punishment. Right. Do I ever have a need for appeals? Yes, we do appeal cases sometimes. All right, Richard, see you around. Thanks for joining. What usually happens at the sidebars? Just a conference with the judge. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag sponsor me, Gatorade. Let's see. Seems like around here, Southwest Michigan, the public defenders are on the side of the courts. Do you ever get that impression from the public defenders? No. And yes, sometimes it depends, really. But for the most part, they do a fantastic job. Besides, have you seen what Westlaw? Yeah, they charge a lot. How many states have I tried cases in? Just Kentucky. Please explain how having a CDL changes things. I have a video just on that on my channel, so feel free to peruse that at your leisure. It's on my lives. Do you think prosecutors, officers watch your videos before trial? No, I know they watch them though. I know that they watch them, and I'm glad. I'm glad because that makes them better officers. You know, people ask me, aren't you afraid of these cops like retaliating or whatever? No, because they know I'm just doing a job. I'm not, it's not a personal, like, let me attack you as a human being. It's a, let me attack you because you didn't do your job right. And so if they leave the courtroom and they start doing their job better, my job is accomplished, win or lose at trial. I cannot answer that question, Ghost Pirate X, because then I would be violating attorney-client confidentiality. But let's just answer that yes, I have. Here's one. Have I ever represented a minor in a DUI case? So minor, do you mean like under the age of 21 or under the age of 18? Because I don't think we may have had one that was close to his 18th birthday once, maybe. But well, yeah, we represented quite a few that were under 21, over 18, but under 21. So if you mean a minor is in under 18, I think maybe one in my entire career. It doesn't really happen that often. I mean, kids are responsible for the most part, it seems like. Not in Kentucky. Not in Kentucky. Should you never do field sobriety tests? Yes, never. Hey, Cats Lives Matter. You were with us at Law Talk with Mike. Welcome to the channel, brother or sister. So it all just ended as it ended. Roll back to the beginning of the video where I talk about it more. Psychedelics are decriminalized here in Colorado now. That's cool. That's cool, Monique's life. Did you ever answer that question that I stopping court videos? No, I don't think you did. All right, moving on. What if you're, oh boy. So Thomas McNulty is a comedian, by the way. If you all don't know, he's got that snapshot of him in front of the improv sign. So don't take all of his questions and my answers seriously, please, because we're just having a good time here. What if you live in your car? Can you get special Oh, that's an actual question, Thomas. I didn't even realize you're actually asking a legitimate question for once. What if you live in your car and can you get special exclusions? Good luck. I mean, it all boils down to the facts. There is no law that protects people who live out of their cars, but you're going to be drinking in your car. You better be like, engine off, keys like under the seat, sitting in the back seat of the car, in a parking space, not in front of a bar. Just like make it look like, yeah, I'm crashing here for the night, folks. And you might still get charged. And in some jurisdictions, you may still get convicted because the law is different there. Like New York, Pennsylvania, don't do it in New York and Pennsylvania. I can tell you right now, for them, physical control and under the influence is very loosely put. So under the influence, whatever, but physical control, basically you have your keys on you and they're anywhere near the car, you're in control of that vehicle. So you'll be screwed. Bad idea in those states. Should you ever consent to a search of your vehicle? Absolutely not. Assert your constitutional right and tell them to take a hike. Do you ever consider what you would do if self-driving cars take over and DUI becomes a highly unlikely? So I talk about this all the time. Put me out of business. The citizens of the United States of America, listen closely. DUI Guy here speaking. This is a public message to all citizens of the United States of America. If you stop drinking and driving, and go ahead and put the DUI Guy out of business, because DUIs are a problem. They're a national problem. They cause deaths. They cause problems. It's a crime. Don't do it. If you stop doing it, put me out of business. I'll just go do the next thing. I'll become the bankruptcy guy or the tax guy or the whatever guy, the car accident guy, the ambulance chasing guy, whoever, I will become whatever I need to be. I am the DUI guy because there's a problem in the United States that needs solving. That's it. Thank you, Sharon. You just made me laugh. Furham got torn apart in trial. How does discrediting an officer detective win you a case? It doesn't. The jury still has to believe that your client is innocent of the crime. You can obliterate a cop and still lose with flying colors. I already answered that. Sorry, I see question mark. I'm going to click on it. Don't repeat questions, guys, especially ones I've already answered. Can we send you links to brief videos where we tell you about interesting cases, case events we've seen? Sure, absolutely. Thomas, I don't know if you've been around or how long you've been around, but I've been doing this for quite some time, and people send me stuff all the time, constantly. I get various different requests and video links, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this. Y'all can't see her. She's behind me. She likes to sit right between my back and the seat back. There's the dead mouse logo. If any of you all are EDM fans, electronic dance music, hell yeah. She's chilling right now. She's just sleeping right there. So maybe I'll hold that phone there so y'all can see her for just a little bit. Anyway, oh, there we go. Okay, so you said on previous video that you'll probably stop them in order to focus on something else. I don't recall what you said, but good. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I did. I remember I was taking a break from lives. That was back in like October, maybe. I took like a 4-month break. I did very few every now and then. November, December, January, February, I maybe did like 3 lives in 4 months. So, but I'm back now. I'm doing a whole lot more, and I got Chris to help me out with. So thank you for that question, Monique's Life. I'm glad to clarify. Have I ever walked out on a case? Meaning, like, have I ever fired a client? Yeah. My barber does my hair. From the Netherlands, Sharenzo. Want to know that are cops getting fired if they lie? Oh, I wish. No. They just go back to work the next day. What about field tests? Refuse, refuse, refuse. No need to incriminate yourself. What do you think about implied consent field sobriety test? There's no such thing. It's a minimum 90-day license suspension for refusing a field sobriety test here. I don't believe that. Where the heck is that? That does not exist. That should not exist. Field sobriety tests are optional. You're talking about the breath test. That's implied consent. Now, field sobriety is the walk and turn, the one leg stand, and a horizontal gaze. And possibly the PBT, even though it's not called a field sobriety test. Police reform is absolutely necessary. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole, though. It's way too complicated. Ooh, top 5 lawyer movies. Okay, you guys ready? Here's my top 5 lawyer movies, not necessarily in that order. So, My Cousin Vinny is number 1 on that list. That's for sure. That one I'll keep number 1. Then we have The Verdict with Paul Newman. Fantastic movie. For those of you who have not seen it, I very strongly encourage you to watch it. The Lincoln Lawyer, just because it's entertaining, it's awesome and fun. What is that one movie with Samuel L. Jackson and Matthew McConaughey where there's that little oh my goodness. that little girl that gets raped, and the closing argument in that movie is just literally what seals the deal. Um, oh my goodness, I just Time to Kill. Thank you, chat. A Time to Kill. That's my number 4, and then well, Shawshank Redemption isn't really a lawyer movie. It's more like a prison escape movie. Hashtag spoiler alert. Um, Prison Break movie. So the lawyer. Oh, what's that one movie that came out? The 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 trial of the. It was on Netflix. Literally, one second. The Chicago 7. Yes, the trial of the Chicago 7 was absolutely incredible. Just absolutely incredible. Those are my 5. I mean, A Few Good Men is definitely, if I had like my top 10, A Few Good Men I would throw in there. It's just the courtroom scenes are not as prevalent. I'm talking like Suits I would throw in as well, but that's the 5 that I mentioned, they're like so very not as accurate as you can imagine. Like My Cousin Vinny is actually considered to be one of the most uh legally speaking accurate movies of all time. So that's what I'm going for. If you're going for entertainment, then I mean, 12 Angry Men is a juror movie. I think Runaway Jury. Yeah, somebody said that. I mean, any John Grisham book rendition as a movie are all awesome. All of them are amazing. With Tom Cruise is in at least one or two of them. Better Call Saul is an amazing show. No Boston. No, I don't watch Boston Legal or like any of those. I mean, Liar, Liar, Devil's Advocate. Um, what is my longest jury deliberation that I won but was concerned? I think the jury deliberated for about an hour and 40 minutes in one of my cases and ended up acquitting, if I remember correctly. Yeah. What law school did I go to? University of Louisville School of Law. Brandeis. There are two Brandeises. There's the There's the Brandeis. I don't know. My phone is like, I think it's overheating. Oh my goodness. My phone is like overheating. I'm trying to like cool it off. I don't know if it's going to work or not. You Can't Handle the Truth. Yes. Fantastic movie. Legally Blonde is okay too. I like Legally Blonde. How do I defend cases where the smell of marijuana is detected as probable cause? I mean, it depends. What is this? Free legal advice day? Come on, get with the program. Aw, thank you, Rockchild of the 60s. She's a long time fan of the channel. So thank you, chat. Is it an iPhone? No, it's an Android. I would be extremely mad. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I would be very mad if you just got a DUI in Kentucky just to say hi. I mean, just come to the office and say hello. There's no need for. Oh my goodness, we are lagging bad, folks. All right, let's see if I can. Let's see if I can let my phone rest for a minute, and then we'll get Beatty back on. Aaron Brockovich. I still need to see that movie. I heard it's really good. No, I've had my puppy for a while. She was actually born on the same day. She's about to turn 5. I'm about to turn 34 and she's about to turn 5. Hey, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. No, please don't do it. You guys are crazy. Stop it. Will Kelly Blue Book buy your car for the value they quoted? Brian, stop trolling. Kentucky, is that true that KFC is called FC in Kentucky? Yeah, welcome to fried chicken. I don't know. I don't think so. Aaron Brockovich is the movie that convinced my friend to be a lawyer. Wow. Wow. Talk about diehards. That's amazing. My Mrs. Robinson, bet you gone and gone and gone away. Hey, hey, hey. I bet you please, Mrs. Robinson. Great movie, by the way, with Hoffman, Dustin Hoffman. How a young man falls in love with a much older woman. I mean, that's the original MILF movie, right? Mrs. Robinson. Anyway, Mrs. Robinson, didn't I just see you somewhere else? Yeah, I was streaming with Law Talk with Mike. It was good times, good times. Is it channel nullification? You mean jury nullification? When people like, love, enjoy podcast, but won't hit the don't forget to like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. I always forget to say it. I don't know. I guess I stopped caring about it as much. Just like it, don't like it, don't like it. I don't care. I'm here to create content. I'm here to entertain you guys. Just I deleted so many ads off of my channel. It was ridiculous how many advertisements YouTube was pushing on my videos. I was like, screw you, YouTube. I don't care about your stupid revenue. People can't watch my stuff because like there's too many freaking ads. So I removed literally, I went and I combed through all my videos and I removed hundreds of ads just to make sure that you guys can have, a lot more entertainment. And you don't have to suffer through those advertisements because not everybody pays for YouTube Premium like myself. Jury nullification is when you have a jury that, despite the facts and the law, which shows that they should convict, they acquit, or vice versa. A case where obviously, clearly they should acquit, they end up convicting. That's literally jury nullification in 5 seconds or less. does not everybody else get it? It's so simple. I guess not everybody is as worldly as us, Mrs. Robinson 0741. Have I ever had any interesting run-ins with the law? Not that I can think of. Are DUI checkpoints legal? Depends. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. Yes. Yes, Flotog. That is the right channel of communication. If you want to leave, if you want to send me a video or whatever. Okay, let's try and fire this up again. It feels like my phone has cooled off a little. Is the bar more difficult in California than other states? Yes. I believe the California bar is the #1 hardest bar in the country. Not far away from Florida and New York. Those are the 3. Woo! There we go. Sorry about that. That was an echo. All right. How do I mute you? Shut up, DUI guy. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up. Okay. All right. I'm hoping that this is going to work. Maybe this is, I don't know what happened. Now I can hear myself. Here we go. Nope, that didn't do it. It was quiet before. Now, why are you talking? Oh my goodness, this is gonna literally murder me. All right, I'm gonna try and ignore it. I don't know if how long I'm gonna be able to hold that, but um, all right. So if you visit Alaska, let's see. I pay for my YouTube to avoid ads. That's exactly what I do, Rockchild. Can you truly remain silent at DUI checkpoints? Um, I think so. I mean, I don't see a reason why you should start talking unless you want to incriminate yourself. Android all the way, Ross. I love you, Mike Jones. You always have the funniest comments, man. Okay, Kevin, calm down. Whatever happened with the judge that was ruling without jurisdiction? I talked about it at the beginning of the video, Jap333. Can I define the difference between legal and lawful? It's the same thing. Yes. And it's already here. DUI guy versus DUI guys. Who will win? Turn the volume off on the phone. I did. It's like all the way down, and now it's still playing anyway. Settings, audio, turn off microphone. All right, let me try this. Settings, audio, automatically adjust, echo cancellation, mic volume. Let's go back. No. How about now? Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Yep, now I got it. Beatkin. I'm Beatkin. Ah, I'm Biggie. Beatkin. She looks so sleepy. Oh, oh, just adorable. Just so adorable. I just can't get the right angle on her though. It's really frustrating. Ah, the other way. See, this gets in the way, and like this gets in the way, and that gets in the way. Okay, that's too that's too close. That's too far. That's very uncomfortable for me. I just can't get it. I just can't get the right angle. All right, let's try this. Let's try this. See how long my arm can last. Do I think that the lead officer being exempt from the rule gives too much power to the state commonwealth? I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to. Question. I want to be a prosecutor when I'm older. Do all lawyers take the same basic stuff in law school, or is there different sections for the criminal? So the first year, you all learn the same stuff, and then you can do some electives, second and third year. Have you ever had a judge that you tried a case against before they were a judge? What do you mean? Like, have I ever had a judge you tried a case against before they were a judge? I don't understand the question. Does Deb's daughter need to come hold the pup for you? That's funny. Where was the question? Did the DUI guy answer the question? Smark Shillington. Oh, I think she's about to do a little yawn, maybe. Uh, uh, I don't. Oh, there he goes. There she goes. Have I ever sued officers for lying on a notarized report? No, because our reports are not notarized. There she goes. I knew there was a yawn coming. DUI guy, Flotog has a question. Will you do a quick explainer on jurisdiction and why the judge didn't have it in your client's case and how it is acquired? So, yeah, I did that in the beginning of the video, if you remember. But essentially, uh, essentially, what's it called? There was no jurisdiction because I filed a motion to recuse. Judge denied it, and I asked the Supreme Court of Kentucky to intervene, and it was still outstanding. That's it. Yeah, she partied hard this weekend. Look at her. She's pooped. She went to the disco. She had like 5 shots of vodka, and it was top shelf vodka too. Like she had 5 shots of Grey Goose. She danced her booty off, and now she's pooped. There was a question from Smark. Can you repost it? Can you just repost it, Smark? Because I don't know if I caught it or not. I want to say no. Oh boy, back to checkpoints. All arrested checkpoints the result of our own mouths. Basically, yeah. I mean, sometimes they can argue I smell alcohol, marijuana, whatever. That may be a reason for an arrest. Yeah, case law is judge-made law, and common law just goes back to old judge law. But essentially, it's the same thing. Judge-made law is judge-made law. You're asking me what's the difference between judge-made law and judge-made law? Only one is more antiquated than the other. Why is DUI a crime? Because it's against the law. They made it against the law because it hurts people. She looks more like a tequila girl. Ah, I see what you did there. Arriba, arriba. DUIs are very dangerous. Exactly. Oh, I did? Okay. Wait. I answered it. DUI guy. Okay, cool. All right. Just making sure that the question got answered. Sorry. I'm like multitasking over here. It's so hard. There is no such thing as judge-made law. Welcome to Sovereign Citizen 101s. Hello, Smark. Nice to meet you. Yes, there is such a thing as judge-made law. Judges issue decisions and they create new law. Gotcha. Okay, Flotog. Got it. Thank you. In the Netherlands, power to all. We don't even have any police actively hunting for DUI. Can someone shy become a lawyer? Absolutely, Leo. You don't have to be like practicing in a courtroom. You can also be doing like transactional stuff. Draft contracts, wills, handle things that don't require your presence in the courtroom. You can do tax stuff. You can work for the IRS. You can deal with dead people. Probate court. There's nothing that you can be as shy as you want and just sit in an office and not have to deal with anyone other than papers. How do you deal with a tourist who travels yet doesn't sign the consent? I mean, just like I would any other driver. Thank you. Yeah, since Marbury versus Madison, you got it. All right, Brian, you take care, brother. That was awesome. That was funny. So I have not been following politics. I've been extremely busy, as you all obviously already know. I had 2 jury trials. We're moving to a new building. I don't have the time. I don't really care right now. There's too much stuff on my plate. She is about to turn 5. We share the same birthday. She's actually going to be 5 on 5/5. May 5th, she's going to be 5. That's crazy. You can't make this stuff up. 5/5 on 5. 5 on 5/5. 1955. No, I'm just kidding. That would be even more insane if she was born in 1955. First of all, she would be like 80 years old or something. It's like 75 years old. Have I ever had a judge who was opposing counsel on a previous case? Let me think. like before they became a judge, they were an attorney on the opposite side. Not on the opposite side, but like on the same side. Yeah. Like we're both like criminal defense attorneys, but I don't think ever on the other side. Cinco de Mayo. That's right. Do you have to believe someone is innocent to represent them? No, absolutely not. They can be as guilty as sin, but if you can acquit them, then absolutely, that's your job. That's the Supreme Court said it. I posted it on. I posted the opinion. United States v. Wade, I think it is, on my YouTube channel. So go to the channel. What's it called? Community page. It's on the community page. I can't get the angle right. There we go. There we go. I think my phone's overheating again. Absolutely, Kevin. You are more than welcome. Create new law. I was born in Russia. I am first generation American. What would I be if not a lawyer? Probably some computer programmer, build websites. I was always a computer geek. I don't have an opinion. All right. Well, I think we covered just about everything. I had to skip a little bit, so I may have missed a few, but yeah, I really appreciate you all coming. It's been so much fun. It's been so much fun. Like I haven't done this in about a couple of weeks now on my channel. Yeah, it's been a while. I think the last one that I did was oh, hey Deb, you're late to the show. I'm literally about to leave. Aw. Damn it. Damn it, Deb. Why you come so late? You come very, very late. So late. It's okay. I forgive you. I forgive everything. When was the last time I streamed? When was the last time I streamed? 3 weeks ago? No way. No, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, how to win a jury trial with surprise guests, because Law Talk with Mike joined me. And then I was on his channel a couple of times the last 2 weeks. And so so yeah, it's been fun. It's been awesome, you guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming. BD and I enjoyed you greatly. BD, say bye, BD. Beatkin. BD. Hi, Beatkin. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye to everybody. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, YouTube. Bye-bye, fans. Oh my God, I can't get the angle. Here we go. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for joining me. I am not a cat. Just for the record, I want to clarify. I am not a cat. I am not a cat. Just, Your Honor, just for the record, just to let the judge know, I am not a cat. Even though I have been playing with a mouse this entire time. This entire stream, I have been playing with a mouse. But for the record, I am not a cat. The Chihuahua is definitely has a lot of cat-like qualities. So thank you very much for joining me. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for sticking around, listening to my stories, and asking questions. I will see you all tomorrow if Chris is available. If not, maybe later in the week. And I look forward to seeing each and every single one of you at the next live stream. We're going to have so much fun. And I will see you then. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take care of your mental health, your physical health. And I'll see you next time. From myself and BD. Bye-bye.